this one, we are going to draw a jug. It's more like a old style of design, very medieval, and we are also going to draw a small glass and a pear and a couple of cherries. This is just a quick drawing that I'm doing. Now let's just go ahead and add the handle. There we go. A very simple drawing, really. And this one we're going to shade. So I'm not drawing very dark right now. I started shading. Automatically the shape will appear. Pay attention. Keep doing. So continuing with the top area, you can see there are a couple of lines that's in the middle. I use them for the drawing alignment and measurements, which I'll erase them out. So you just have to follow the tonal value segment. Light against dark, dark against light. Take it easy, go slow, focus on the small details. So the shading technique that I'm going to use for this drawing would be following the shape, basically. So it will be more of vertical and curved. So it's a rough style of shading where the textures are going to be a little prominent rather than extremely sharp shading, which means you use your pencil, the tip of the pencil exactly pointy, and you get very smooth finish. We're not going to do that. We're going to use a little textured style of shading. So as you can see, it's building up quite nice. Doing the finishing touches. We have a lot to do, but as of now, you just have to establish some middle ground where you can see if the object is actually coming up properly. There we go, looks good. It has a metallic finish, that's what we want. Okay, now let's add a little more dimension. Making it a little more darker around the corners and the border, just like that. Now let's just erase and add a little more shine in the middle, just like this. Beautiful. Nice and easy. shading, the handle. Just have to focus on developing the corners, the extreme shadows. Nice. There we go. A little more depth. As you can see, by adding dark shading and textures, you actually have a pretty good depth right there. Now let's continue with the body. The bottom part of the jug, look like medieval style. Now continuing with the shading. As I told you earlier that I'll be using shape style of shading. You follow a particular shape and not exactly any directional shading. So as you can see, I'm just layering it with a little dark and light here and there, making things a little prominent. Just like that. Here we go. Now let's just do the bottom shape like so. Initially when you shade, try not to focus on a lot of detailing and if the shape is actually fine or not. Start shading, and while shading, shape it up. And if you think that's too much, you can absolutely go ahead and erase afterwards. So why am I telling you this? So you'll have more confidence rather than thinking too much. You just go ahead and do. If your initial measurement and alignment is fine, you're actually good to go. The rest will automatically follow. You just have to be careful with the shading. Go slow, take it easy, and do it nicely. Just like that. Now let's start with the pear. No, let's do. Yeah, let's do the pear first. Also, the pear would be suggested by following the shape style of shading rather than directional shading. I'm sorry, I mean not directional shading, I mean angular shading. You use either horizontal, vertical or slant shading. So rather than those traditional style, you go for the shape. As you can see, I'm not even doing absolutely smooth because it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be textured. You just continue with textured shading, that's all. Now as you can see, I have finished the pear, and I also finished the small tiny cherry over there, and now I'm going to do the glass. The glass has a very symmetric style of shading, single angle. They are all trying to go conical, so we just have to establish the corners, some shiny areas, and actually then things will be pretty easier. Just like that. Now as you can see, just doing the bottom part of the top segment. And the shape will start to change after this. It's quite thinner. Now these areas are slightly tricky. If you have to use a scale, use it in the beginning, but the more you practice freehand, it will get even more finer. So yes, practice. As of now, just for the demo, let me just show you that this is going to be that thin, and then the bottom part of the glass. Just like that. So all we have to do after this will be maintaining the shadows, the highlights, a couple of more things like that, and we are all good to go. The next one, the cherry. That's not quite hard to do. You just have to pay attention to some minute things, and it looks okay. Yeah, a little more. Just like that. Highlight. Tiny bit of it. Looks good. Yeah. Now establishing the background shading. As you can see, it's plain and simple. Vertical style of strokes. Slightly smoother, not really hatching. So that's all there is. So you just have to keep doing it in a very slow, steady manner, so you'll have lines properly. Now you cannot make the background too dark. That's not correct. So just like that. A little bit of blending here and there. We are almost finished. Not exactly, but we are almost there. So a couple of things like establishing the stem, maybe a little bit of dark or light areas. So we just have to focus on those things eventually. So let's see. That looks good. Just like that. The other one also. I added a touch of highlight in the middle so it will pop out. There we go. Now this one. Now the base. Adding initial shading, and then we'll try to go for a little darker. There is a tiny piece of cloth hanging around, so I'm just going to add a couple of quick lines, not too much. And now the shading of the base. Can be wood, can be metal, doesn't really matter right now. Just like that. As you can see, I have to cross hatch and do darker values, so even the middle tone should pop out a little bit. High contrast, and what else? Touch of lines just like this. Little polishing here and there. Nothing much left. The drawing is actually finished. So when you do focus on the highlights here and there, and I think we're good to go. Here we go.